And I'm getting mighty tired of your trifling ways and of listening to that jackass Bray.
For old time's sake.
Oh, embarrassing. He got problems, she got problems, only I got 411 problems. Hey, hi, what's up, y'all? It's time for another story time, and I know you see the title. First off, welcome back to the channel, family. Hey, play cousins, what's up? How y'all doing? Y'all been good? Everything good? Good. Why my eyes look crazy? Why I look high and I don't even smoke? I look high. Is my lashes? It's probably time for another set again, child. So I don't know, I look high, I look crazy. To me. Ooh. I like the side profile, girl. I'm full up. Okay, so anyway. Let's do that again. Let's do that. He got problems, she got problems, only I got 411 problems. Hey, hi, what's up, y'all? It's time for another story time. Welcome back to my channel, Play Cousins. This is the only place of it. Okay, let's do it again. He got problems, she got problems, only I got 411 problems. Hey, hi, what's up, y'all? It's time for another story time. Let's just leave it at that. Because at this point, okay, as you see the title, yes, I spent the night. This is a story time of me spending the night, not moving in. Maybe I don't need to do this story. Moving in with a total stranger for 24 hours. It might have been less, but don't judge me, judge your mama, and just listen to the story. So basically, this takes place in 2020, 2019. One of them years. I think it was 2020. Anyway, this is right before I had this job that I'm currently at. I was doing contract work, and my contract ended early. I think like 2 weeks early. And I had lined things up to get things going, and where I could like the girl. Okay, so first let me say this. There are a lot of I've been through a lot in my life. So what I will say is, don't be afraid of starting over. Don't feel like a failure. There's nothing wrong with starting over. There's nothing wrong with I won't say digging yourself out of the mud, but digging yourself out of the mud. Basically, we all go through stuff. There's ups and downs, hills and valleys in life. So when you're in the valley, oh my God, my eyes is driving me crazy. Maybe I'm really sleepy. When you're in the valley, don't be beating yourself up. We all go through stuff. Don't be afraid of starting over. Because baby, I start over and over. Seriously. Anyway, this was during the time where like I was doing contract work, and my contract ended early, like 2 weeks early. So I live in an extended stay. It's cheaper. I could break down the math for you, but I ain't about to do all that. Basically, excuse me, we all know that the rent is that part. So yeah, and it's just cheaper, and it just makes sense financially. I'm all about my money, so if it makes sense, that's where I'll be. Anyway, so at the time, so like it was me by myself. My son was not living with me, and this is horrible. Sorry, y'all. My son was not living with me, and it was me by myself. So like I said, I was doing contract work, which means I was getting paid every week. And they cut the contract that I had, not just me, everybody. Like, they cut it 2 weeks early, which kind of screwed me up because I had plans to already, well, I was already looking, but my next contract didn't start until 2 weeks after. So it was like, holy crap, what I'm gonna do for money or whatever, right? So anyway, so like, I have no problem. Like, if I'm asked, I don't like asking for help, but if I ask for help, I really, really need it. Sorry, it's outside, my neighbors. This video is horrible. Anyway, so I literally, like, I asked for help. Like, I started asking for help. I asked the internet. I know y'all probably like, girl, where your parents? Y'all know my mother is dying, and I don't deal with my dad. I never did, and he ain't got no money. He smoke it up. He a crackhead, schizophrenic. Seriously. So what is going on with this eye? Yeah, this video is horrible. Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna get into it for real. Is that better? I need to go to bed. Anyway, so I started asking for help. Okay, a little backstory. The dude that ends up helping me, right, responding, he was on my Facebook. We're gonna call him Plotting. So Plotting was on my Facebook. Plotting, I never met Plotting in person. He was just cool people on my Facebook, and he found me because my cousin used to tag me all the time. Like, when we used to go out pre-pandemic and go to parties and stuff, she used to tag me all the time on her page. So he found me through her Facebook, and if I'm not mistaken, I think they went to school together, or I don't know how she knew him, but he was on her friends list, and he found me through her Facebook because she used to tag me all the time. So a lot of her friends started hitting me up, basically friend requesting me because she used to tag me all the time, right? All right. So that's how I got associated with Plotting. Plotting, of course, was interested, but I wasn't. And I wasn't dating because me, like, number one, I don't want to date because I know I'm not good at relationships, number one. Number two, if my finances ain't right, I'm not working, like, I'm trying to dig out the mud, I truly feel like I shouldn't. A relationship is the last thing. Dating is the last thing on my mind. I should be all about my business. That's just me. You do what you want, but just me. Like, I feel like I should be bringing something to the table, and if I'm not bringing nothing to the table, then I don't need to be dating. I don't need to be thinking about no dick. I don't need to be thinking about none of that. Peen. Cause, yeah. Anyway, so moving forward, like, he would reach out, talk, comment, message. Like, he was real cool. We didn't exchange numbers, but he was getting ready to deploy, and this was over like a couple of months. We exchanged Kick. Now, during this time, he would, before I got here, I got fired from my neurology practice. That's another story. No, I can say that. So allegedly, the new manager that came in was sleeping with the doctor. She didn't like me, so she got rid of me. She wanted to keep my coworker. Once they found out that she got rid of me for no reason, the girl in billing left, and my coworker left too. And then she ended up quitting maybe 6 months later on them. Yeah. but she didn't like me. When she first walked into the office, I knew. I told them, I said, she gonna set this office apart. And she did. So anyway, out of the blue, I got laid off. I won't say fired. I got laid off because on my separation notice, I think I threw it away finally. They had lack of work. So I didn't get fired. I got laid off. She didn't like me. Anyway, so that kind of put me in a bind, kind of messed me up. So during that time, he reached out and he was like, oh, I don't have a lot, but I can contribute $50. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. Like, I appreciate whatever you can, whatever you can do, whatever helps. I'm cool with it. Because I had asked the internet. If I asked the internet, I really need it. Because I hate asking people, because people like to throw stuff in your face. I bought these lights for my photo shoot, and I'm trying to use them. Do not look at my arms. This video is all over the place, but it's all good. Y'all gonna listen. I am not no aesthetic child. Like, don't look at the underarm. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, okay, yeah. So this was during the time I think he was getting ready to deploy, or he had already deployed, and we would still talk on Kick or whatever. No big deal. So this is horrible. So I end up, what happened? That time, I think I moved with my cousins. I did. I ended up moving with my cousins, and I stayed with them for like 2 years. Then I left there and I came here. We've been here for a good little minute. The plan was to come here, stack money, and get a place, but we got here, and then once within the building, that was 2019. Yeah, so it had to be 2020 when this happened. So 2019, we got here, and then the pandemic came. Maybe it was 2021. Girl, I don't know. Anyway, so fast forward to where the contract ended early, and I need to figure out what I want to do about my room, right? So I had just enough. Luckily, and here's why I always say you treat people nice, because if you treat people nice, treat them with respect, when you in a bind, they'll help you out. You treat them nasty, yeah. So it was a different manager at the complex, and he was real nice to me too. So he was like, it's gonna work out, don't stress. Like, was this the time? This was the time. This was the time when me and my son was beefing, and he just left. Oh my God. Yeah, me and my son was beefing, and he just left. And he said he was gonna pay his portion of the rent, and wherever he went, they asked for rent, even though he had told them he was gonna pay his portion, and he left me hanging. This was the time. This was the time. Wow. Yeah. So, okay. So I was stressing, going crazy or whatever, and I have reached out to family members, to the internet, like to whoever, whatever. Please. Oh, I was even dancing with the devil. You know how you had them dudes that that would do anything for you, but it would come at a price? And I reached out to one of those dudes. Anyway, so I had just enough money to spend the night. So I think the rate was like $45 a night. Yeah. I think it was like $45 a night. So I had just enough money. Maybe it was $42, and I think I had $45. Something like that. I don't know. But anyway, so I felt defeated. I was down and out. But this time he had already been deployed and came back to the States, and he of course was following me on Facebook and Instagram, and he was DMing me asking me what was going on, right? So I was telling him what was going on. Oh, I need to go to bed. I was telling him what was going on, and he was like, "Oh, that's messed up. Like, I can't believe your son did that. I can't believe like you're going through this. I don't have no money or nothing to give you, but I can offer you a room." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And I was like, "Well, let me let me put a pin on it. Let me hold it for me, because I'm working on something else," which I was dancing with the devil, and I had already asked the devil for some money, and I was working on that, and he agreed to give me the money, but I was trying to get him to send it through Cash App, but he didn't know how to send it through Cash App according to him. So yeah, we was going back and forth. We're trying to get the money, right? So dude was like, "So you can come stay in the room." At this time I didn't have a car. He was like, "I got a car, you can drive to work," because I had just got the job that I got now. Yes, I had just got the contract, because the job that I'm at now it's a corporate office, but I got on through a temp agency, so I was on the contract work. I was doing contract work for a minute because I love getting paid every week. So they found me. I need to go to bed. Girl, that's probably outside the door. That sounds like outside the door. Hold on. That was outside. Okay, so what was I saying, y'all? I was telling him to put a pin in the room because I just started the contract that I have now. I got hired on permanent. I was on the contract when I started through a temp agency. So he was like, "You can use my car, like you can stay in the room, no rent. I'm not charging you anything. You can use the car to go back and forth to work. The only thing, like a week or two later, like you only thing you have to pay is gas." Right? Okay. Now, while he's saying that, in my mind, I was like, that's too good to be true. But I'm going to put a pin on it, because at this moment, what can I do? Because I'm dancing with the devil, and the devil was kind of pulling the strings. You know how it's like, "Oh, she in dire need, so let me try to milk it" type situation. Like, "You gonna come see me, you wanna hang out." Now mind you, the devil doesn't live here where I am. He lives far away. But when I put out on social media that I needed help, he told me to call him. Now mind you, I already know I'm dancing with the devil, but at this point I need it, right? Because I had exhausted all my other help. Like, my homegirl was helping me, she couldn't do it anymore. My cousin was helping me, she couldn't do it anymore. She actually told me, like, "Why don't you just move in with him? Would it be different if he was a girl?" I'm gonna find a text message and insert it, because I was like, it's a stranger. I don't know him. But I mean, I understood. It was like, like I had exhausted the funds from her because I needed help a lot. So I got it. I get it, I think. Anyway, so I paid for the room for the night and was dancing with the devil, but plotting was like, you could just come on, and move in. So I was like, well, why don't you wait until, because this was a Friday, and I was like, why don't you wait till Saturday, because I'm working on something else, and if that comes through, I don't need to use the room, right? Dude said, no, we gotta move tonight because I gotta go check on my daughter tomorrow out of town. So we live in the same area, but his daughter lived like I think 2 hours away. So it was something going on with his daughter, with her boyfriend, so to speak. I'm trying to get comfortable. There was something going on with his daughter, so he was like, I gotta leave early in the morning, so it's best that I go ahead and move you out tonight, and you go ahead and move in the room. You got your own bathroom. Yeah. He was like, you got your own bathroom. You don't have to worry about sharing the bathroom. You got your own room. You got your own TV. We don't have cable. Like, I have a fire stick or whatever in that room, but like, you got your own space. So I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, well, let me think about it. Like, give me like 20-30 minutes. Let me think about it. So I'm reaching out to the devil, because it's like, the devil, like, come through, because I don't want to move. Like, I don't want to leave. Like, I want my own spot. If anybody know, like, when you live with people who don't want you there, it's a whole different ball game. Living with people, period. It's nothing like your own space. I don't care if it's a shoebox, it's yours. I don't care if you're sleeping in your car, it's yours. It's a whole different ball game when you living with somebody. Okay, so he was like, oh, okay, well, let me know. Like, I'll let you, like, I need an answer by 6 o'clock. I think he'd get off work at 6 o'clock. And he was like, and I could just come straight to you and pack up the truck and go. So I'm pulling and hitting and texting the devil. The devil is kind of lagging with the response now, because it's like, I got her where I want her, so I'm gonna milk this as long as I can milk it, and I'm running out of time. So 5:30 come about, and I was like, you sure you can't do anything like tomorrow? Like, you can't wait till Saturday? And he was like, no, remember I told you I gotta leave out early in the morning because I gotta go see about my daughter. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll go ahead and start packing up. At this time, I am devastated. I'm hurt because I have to pack up. And at this time, as I stated, my son is not here, so I would have the place to myself. So I'm packing up. Devastated, hurting that I have to pack up and move my stuff and move in with a stranger. So I told I text my best friend and told her, and I was like, okay, so I need you to pray for me and that I'm going to have covering and I'm not making a huge mistake because I'm about to move in with a stranger. My best friend was like, what? I will insert text messages between me and her here. Like, wait, what? Like, I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to move in with this man. Like, and at the point she couldn't do it. She was like, I can't do it. And I was like, she was like, I can do half. You get somebody who can do half, if they can get the other half. And I was like, girl, no, like, it's all good. I gotta do what I gotta do. Now, mind you, it's still Friday. I have paid for the room. I had until Saturday. Yeah, I had until Saturday at 12 if I wanted to pay online, and by 5 o'clock. Yes, 5 o'clock if I wanted to pay in office. Excuse me. But he said he couldn't wait because he was going to see about his daughter. And he was going to see about his daughter Saturday morning, so I had to move out Friday night. Right? All right. So my time is up. I haven't come up with the money. So he can't. I had to tell him, like, okay, well, I'll move into the room. So he came straight from work to my joint to pack up. So pack up my room. Dude came by himself with his truck, completely packed up my room in his truck. One trip, and took me back to his joint. He packed my joint up, and literally, I think it was like 2 hours at the most. I honestly think it was less than that. He packed everything up. So I'm sitting in the truck, and I was like, okay, so where do you live? Because I was more familiar with the area than he is. And he was like, don't worry about it. I got it. I know where I'm going. And I was like, I didn't say you didn't know where you were going. And I was like, but where we live, like, there's back roads, and you don't always have to take the interstate. So I probably could have told you. Football was on, sorry. I probably would have told you like a different route, a quicker route, and we don't have to take the interstate. But lo and behold, of course, it was someplace that I knew of, and he didn't have to take the interstate. And he was like, but I like going this way. So now I am basically under this man's control because I have no car, I have no place to stay. I'm staying in your house, and I'll be driving your car, right? So we get there, and we're unpacking. We're unpacking everything that I took from my room to his house. But he had an apartment, and he gave me the guest room. The guest room was nice. Literally, I'm going to insert the video. I still have the video. Because once I told my friend, I was like, my best friend, I was like, okay, I'm here. And so she was like, I need you to send me pictures of this man. I need something. Like, now mind you, my best friend don't live nowhere near me. My best friend lives like 5.5 hours. Like, yeah, 5.5 hours away from me. But we still do that. Like, if she go on a date, she like, this is the dude, this is like, we going to dinner. Like, this is where I am. This is what we do. Seriously. So she was like, I need pictures. I need something. So I sent her pictures of the dude. Sent her, I think, like 2 or 3 pictures. And I'm not going to put his pictures on here. I am not going to expose that man like that. I'm not. So I sent her 2 or 3 pictures of plotting. Gave her a video that I'm going to insert. I did a video. I did like a whole circle video. I'm going to slow it down because I think it was kind of fast. But the room was nice. Like, the room was extremely nice. It wasn't no shabby looking situation. Now, the neighborhood was a little hood, shabby, ghetto. But at this point, I'm pretty homeless. So what can I do, right? But the room was nice. It did have its own bathroom, so I had access to my own bathroom. It was nice. So once I took a shower, sat down, and he's trying to hook up the fire stick, and I was like, well, don't worry about it, it's all good.
Now, mind you, during this time, I'm watching a movie on the Fire Stick. After he hooks it up, he chose the same movie to watch, and he's in his room, and I'm in the guest room, and he's texting me, trying to get me to come watch the movie in his room, or he can come in the room with me. And that was just a no for me, not happening, uncomfortable. That's when I feel like the creepy part is coming in, and this is more than just you trying to look out for your friend, help out type situation.
And I was like, well, don't worry about it, it's all good. Like, did I have Netflix? I don't know. I was just so gone. So before we got to his apartment, we went, he was like, you want something to eat? Like, you hungry? And I was. So, and I ain't turning down no food. Y'all see me. I love food. I'm not turning down no food. So I was like, yeah, let's eat. So we went to Zaxby's. Went through the drive-thru, and at first, like when he said, he was like, I'm not hungry, so I'm not gonna get anything. But then when we got to the drive-thru, he ordered food. He paid for it, so hey, whatever. So we got Zaxby's. Went to his joint. We sat down and ate. After we ate is when we unloaded the truck with everything that was in there. And so I was like, what time are you leaving in the morning to go see your daughter? And he said, oh, I'm not in a rush, so it'll probably be like 12, 1 o'clock. But you told me that I had to move out because you was going early in the morning. Now, I said that in my head. I didn't say it out loud. So I was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. And I was like, so she okay now? Like, everything okay? Because it was the issue going on between her and her baby daddy or her boyfriend, somebody like that. And so he was like, yeah. He was like, I'm not in a rush, though. Like, I'm still going, but I'm not in a rush. I said, oh, okay. So we had unloaded the truck, and then he took me outside to show me the car. The car was a Jaguar. I don't know the year. It wasn't brand new. But it was a Jaguar, and it was a car. I ain't got no car. So the car was, it was a nice car for me to get where I need to get. So I told him, and I was like, well, okay, I got to go back to the room in the morning because I need to finish cleaning it out and turn in my key. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. So yeah, after I ate, went and took a shower and laid in the bed. There's something going on. Laid in the bed. Hold on, y'all. Neighbor drama. I have to check my car. But okay. All right, let me hurry up. Let me speed it up because we got 30 minutes. So so I had took a shower. So at this time, like, I'm in the bed, I'm on my laptop, I'm texting my best friend, and the devil starts texting me, and he was like, you still need it, I'm still willing to help, you're just gonna have to find another way to get it, because I don't know what I'm doing when it comes down to cash out, right? So I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, no, for real, if you need it, let me know. So I was like, I do, but I don't know how else I can get it. Like, I don't know. And so he was like, well, when you figure it out, let me know. And I was like, all right. So I'm feeling away or whatever. So I was like, but at this point, he don't live here. But if I can figure out a way to get it, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Right? Yeah. I just wanted my own space. Not that the gesture wasn't sweet. I just wanted my own space. And him lying about the timing was a red flag for me. And then his attitude kind of switched once I got in the truck. You know what I'm saying? You know how when people feel like you don't have no other options. Like, so when people feel like you don't have no other options, like they feel like they're in control or they can control you, and I ain't with that. So anyway, the fast forward to the next morning, he's still there, of course. It's his house, and it's literally like 10:30. I didn't sleep well, of course, because I'm in a strange place, and I'm feeling away anyway, because this is not where I want to be. But I'm trying to be grateful, because as of 5 o'clock p.m., I don't have any other options, right? So I was like, he told me, he was like, okay, I'm getting ready to go out. I think it was like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 11:30, somewhere there. It was in that era. It was way later than when he said he had to go early in the morning, right? So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I gotta go back and I gotta clean up the room and, turn in my key. He was like, oh, okay. And I was like, well, he was going for the weekend. So he was like, I'm going for the weekend. Have a good time. You can wash your clothes. Like, he had a washer and dryer. The dryer sucked. But yeah, the dryer sucked. But yeah. That's neither here nor there. So anyway, I get dressed, getting ready. Like, I had finished up laundry and I was trying to watch Lion King. Lion King had just came out, the one with Beyonce in it and Brian Glover. They had just came out, and I was trying to watch that on Fire Stick. Yeah, it was in the movies, but it wouldn't come up. So I ended up watching Aladdin. I think that had came out too. I don't know, but I ended up watching that for a little bit, and then I was like, oh, okay, all right, I gotta go. Hold on, y'all. I think my phone. That sounds crazy. Anyway, so get into the car and drive back to my room, right? While I'm driving, the devil is texting, and he was like, you figured out a way where you can get this money, because I'm out and about now. You want this money or not? So I'm sitting here going, how can I get the money instantly? Because you don't want to do cash out. What can I? And I was like, yo, you can go to Western Union, right? He was like, I'm right here. I was like, okay, send it. He sent it. He sent it. Sent it. Don't worry about paying me back. You good. He sent $500. I asked for $1,000, but he said $500. I'll take it. I can work with that. No problem. I'll make it work. Cause I think I was starting.
So he held on to the other $500 so he can use it to like bribe for sex, to come hang out with him, spend time with him, etc., etc. So that's why he didn't send the whole $4,000. He wanted to keep the other to lure me in because he knew I was in need. The devil.
Starting my job next week, so that would have that would have paid for a week at my joint. And then I worked, and so the next week I just got paid. So I just need the jump start. Perfect. And it was just me, so baby, I can eat peanut butter and jelly and some cereal and be good. I ain't tripping. Right? Alright. So he sent it. Baby, I went in to pick up the money at 1:30. 1:35, baby. I was paying my rent at $206 because it worked out, because the complex manager was like, can I go to lunch and then come back? I was like, yeah, take all the time you need. Take all the time you need, honey. I would be sitting out here waiting for you. So now, mind you, I had told Plotting, like, if this works out, I'm going back. I had already told him, like, the only reason I'm moving is because I haven't heard from, like, this, the devil didn't work out. And I told him, like, God, like, it's a loan. It was a loan for me. And that's literally how I asked for a loan. He was like, you don't have to pay me back. So, I whole plot, and I was like, if this loan comes through, I'm out. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. Right? So once I got the loan, I was like, shit, let me just ask him, like, can I use the car for like 2 or 3 months? Let me pay the insurance. I'm putting gas in the car, like, let me pay the insurance, like, we good. Like, I send you the insurance money, like, I see that as, you know, let me hold the car, right? Because if I'm in your house, you said I can drive the car to work, right? And I didn't work right around the corner. My job was a good distance, but from my place, it was closer. It was closer than his place. So, once I got the money, once I had, give me the ends to put the cash in my hand. Once I had the money in my hand, I texted him. I was like, oh, that loan came through. So is it okay for me to use the car for like 3 or 4 months, and I just pay the insurance? I could find them text messages. And so he was like, you don't have to pay nothing. You don't have to pay nothing. You can use the car. Okay. That's what I'm talking. And I was like, but wait, you sure? Like, let me pay you something. I was like, the insurance can't be that much. Just let me pay the insurance. That dude said, there's no insurance on the car. What do you mean? There's no insurance on the car. Car's not registered. But it got a tag now. It had an out-of-state tag on it. And I was like, what you mean? It's stolen? Like, what you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What you talking about? What you mean? Cause you told me I could use this car. If I'm moving to your place, I can use this car to go to work. What you mean the car is not registered? What you mean the car don't have insurance? Wait, you was gonna have me? Wait. What were you gonna tell me? I said, what do you mean the car's not registered? He said, well, the lady who I bought the car from, we can't get the title. So you need a salvage title. Like you need to, get a salvage title. That's what you're talking about? He's like, no, like, something happened with the title where, like, she signed in the wrong place or I signed in the wrong place. So we got to get the title cleared. So as of right now, like, the car not registered. But you can drive it if you want to. Now, mind y'all, I have done this before where I'm driving one car on another car's tag. And that's because the car dealership scammed me and 4 other people. That's a whole another story. That's a whole another story. So I was like, okay. So at this point, it's either I'm going to give the car back and not drive the car and can't get to work, or drive the car as long as I can drive the car, take my time and don't be no dummy, and just go to work and come home and ask the guardians and the Lord and all the angels and everybody to cover me while I get this money up so I can get my own shit or so I can rent a car. We got 42 minutes. Okay, so yeah. So lo and behold, I'm driving a car. I'm registered for a good 3 months. And all of a sudden, dude is like, okay, I want my car. And he was like, tight. And I was like, well, I haven't saved up any money, which I haven't, because I was trying to pay people back and I was trying to get out of the hole. And so I was like, I haven't saved up any money for a car, or I can't really afford a rental right now because rentals was high. So here. So I still need the car, and he was like, bring me my car. And I was like, what's up? Why was saying like you need a car? Like, I'm not understanding why you need a car. Like, I asked you to pay the insurance. There's no insurance on the car. Like, what if I moved in with you? There was no time limit on the car, but now I'm not living there. It's the time limit. And he was like, I just want my car. Can you bring me my car? So I was like, as a matter of fact, when he asked for this, it was my birthday.
Now, mind you, this was the year that I posted my little Instagram picture with my City Trend lingerie and my $25 half wig from the beauty supply store. But don't tell me you got an attitude about my birthday picture. Later on, my homegirl Erica was like, that was the reason why it triggered him, or he had an attitude, because it looked like you was on your way up and he felt away.
It was my birthday when he asked for the car. And I was like, so you want the car? He was like, yes, I want the car. Now, like today. So I text my homegirl Erica. Hey Erica. I text my homegirl Erica and I was like, are you busy? She was like, no girl, hey, what's up? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna cash up you $20 and I need you to meet me at this address. Erica lives on that side of town. She was close to town. So, and I was like, I need you to meet me at this address and pick me up and bring me home. And I'll explain once I get there. As time goes by. Once I get in your car, I explain. She was like, okay. And I was like, all right. So I shot her the cash out for gas. Texted him and I was like, I'm on my way. Made sure I had the car completely cleaned out. Drove the car over there. When I get over there, y'all, it is a group of him and a group of dudes are standing outside. Why you got a group of dudes with you? Why you got a group of dudes with you? Like, it didn't make sense at all. Like, no sense. But while I was there, he was like, you come in the house, like, and bring the key in the house. And I was like, I'm not coming in your house. Here's your keys. When my friend buzzed the gate, because I had sent her the gate code, my friend buzzed the gate, please let her in. So, thank you. And I started walking towards the gate, the front of the complex. He lived in the very back of the complex. I started walking to the front of the complex to meet my friend Erica. Erica was texting. She was like, girl, something is, and that was the thing. So I'm walking and I'm like, girl, how far are you? Where are you at? She was like, girl, something wrong with the gate. The gate broke. The gate not working. They are all sitting on the other side of the gate because the gate all of a sudden stopped working. Finally got the gate going. She was like, girl, by the time I get to you, you're going to be to the front. I was a little bit close. Somewhere halfway. It didn't matter. I didn't care. I got in the car and I was like, hey, friend. She was like, hey, friend, happy birthday. So I explained to her and told her everything that was going on. Like, all of a sudden, he wanted the car. I don't know. It was his car. I had to bring it. I took him his car. She brought me home and it was like,
So after all that, he was still friends with me on Instagram. So it made sense now. You were in a new relationship. You had a new bitch. So apparently the bitch was pushing you to get the car, even though you couldn't drive the car. She couldn't drive the car. Nobody could drive the car because the car was dirty. Hence, it had no registration. You couldn't find a lady. That's why you was pushing for the car.
She brought me home and it was like, okay, now I got to figure out how the hell I'm going to get to work. So I Ubered for a while, which at the time Uber, so I was paying $40. About $40 a day. Yeah, about $40 a day. And I was like, if I'm paying $40 a day to Uber, I might as well rent. So, and I started renting cars. And then I got a car. Yep. And that's the story of me moving in. This is 46 minutes. Most of it is craziness. But I finally got it together. And that's the story of me moving in with a stranger for 24 hours. Maybe 15. Maybe 15 hours. Maybe 8. Maybe 8. But yeah. So be careful. By all means, please make sure like you are preparing, you put a little money to the side for a rainy day where you don't have to be in a situation where somebody is literally trying to keep you control your situation because they know you are in dire need. Yeah, you can barely see my eyes, so apparently I'm really tired. So I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I know it was all over the place. I know the beginning of the video is crazy, but we family, so yeah. Just be careful. It's for men and women. It's not just women, for men and women, because women are usually to put you in a situation where you like you in dire need. They know you broke. They know you broke down. It's like, oh, you just come stay with me. Horrible. That's crazy. How you gonna let me use the car in your place as long as I need to, and you ain't got no insurance on it? And the only time you told me you ain't had no insurance on it was because I moved out, like I left and did. Oh, that was the other thing, baby. Once that money came through, I went back to his place, took all my stuff, packed that car, put my stuff back in my joint. That night. I moved out Friday night. We was done by 9 o'clock. I was moved back in. Friday night. We was moved out. We was done by 9 o'clock. I moved back in and was done moving back in completely Saturday night. Bye. Baby. Is it? I'm sleepy. Baby, I play no games. It was like, oh. Western Union, me what? Picked it up. Came back, moved back in. And I've been busting my ass ever since. And I'm going to still continue to bust my ass to have my own roof because I don't want to be on nobody's couch who don't want me there. Or who want control. Because I don't want to babysit nobody's kids. I'm done for real, y'all. Good night. Good night. Don't take no wood nickels.